So if you ever heard the names Jackson Pollock, Andy Warhol, Jasper Johns, you have to understand that for a short time, Peter Winslow was going to be the next big name in contemporary art. He was basically the artist that never was. In a way, I think the best description for someone like Peter Winslow is that he was the artist's artist. His process was complicated and unorthodox, but it was a foresight into what art could be. You know, his art was rejected, it was praised, revered, and oftentimes detested by a lot of different people, even in the art scene itself. So to have any evidence of it anymore is actually pretty rare. Do I think Peter Winslow is crazy? I think he's optimistic. I think he's an artist, through and through.
Good? Where to begin? I'm Peter Winslow, artist, vampire, and recently I've been dabbling in performance pieces, so performance artist. Keep that, the performance artist, keep that, yeah. As a young man, I wanted to be a famous artist. And being from the Midwest, I knew I had to move to New York. I was about 20 years old, and I'd been there for a handful of months, and things started to really take off for me. I was talented, obviously, because you wouldn't be here doing this with me if I wasn't. And I knew the right people. A year later, it was opening night of my brand new gallery, my event. Everybody was there. It was fantastic. Till I got bored, decided I needed some air. So I took a walk. And then, that's when I met Oliver. He offered me a cigarette, started chatting. He's a friendly guy. And then he grabbed my palm, pointed right here. He said, "Vampire, vampire!" Took off down the alley. Weirdest thing I had seen all week. But it was New York in the 90s. And then, after he was gone, I realized that he was talking about me. He was calling me vampire. That's when my ordinary life became pretty unordinary.
Oh, that Peter man? Oh, he's a fucking mental case. Thinks he's a fucking vampire, man. Like, who the goes around just acting like he's a fucking vampire and like?
A lot of the art Peter Winslow created was burned by the man himself. If you know about the 1993 Gala controversy, then you know exactly what happened.
What happened? He had a nervous breakdown or a lapse of sanity. He started to believe he was a vampire. He went mad and the world turned their back on him. He lost contact with his friends, his family. No one really knows where he is today. It was sad, and I don't think he ever really recovered from it.
Yeah, despite my life circumstances right now, I'd say life's pretty good, you know? I've been painting a lot, trying to really hone in on the philosophy, you know? It's incredibly important to me as a postmodernist. It's insane how ridiculous these new artists coming out on the scene are, right? It's like they don't even know what they're painting or what they're painting about. Like, so I've been dealing with that a lot, yeah, no, it's really just about the art. These are my painting shades. They're very special to me. I put them on when I start the process of new project. To me, personally, it's like you really, really have to listen to what the canvas is trying to say, you know, before you can dive in to any given project. Okay. Where's Alex? Upstairs. Alex.
Huh? What's up?
I'm working.
Oh, my bad.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 23 years old. I know Peter because I live in the apartment above him, and I'm the guy that provides him with the blood, so to speak. Blood? Yeah, it's not really blood, it's just a sports drink.
So, I use the mint tea because I like mint. It's not a vampire thing, it's not a weird thing. I just like mint. Blood, on the other hand, definitely a vampire thing. After my first realization of who I had become, I sought help from an old Indian woman who claimed to be the oldest vampire in America. She told me that. Waste not, want not, I suppose. Good thing I'm famous. Alright.
Yeah, Rome was pretty cheap, and I know he's an eccentric guy.
I don't know whose apartment this is.
But he's pretty harmless once you get to know him. And to say that we're friends, it's kind of extreme. I mean, we hang out sometimes, but...
You know, Alex really looks up to me. He might not show it, but he does. And because of that, I chose to ask him to do me a favor. So I sent him to collect rocks, stones, if you would, for an earthwork that I am putting together. It's top secret, so I figured I would trust him with some of that knowledge to help him feel special.
I read somewhere that modernism, or true modernism, captures the spirit regardless of medium or style or any sort of subject matter. So, yeah, I think that Peter Winslow is a modern artist.
Can't go out yet. The biggest challenge? Probably the daylight. Yeah, the sun is a big issue. It's a big obstacle for most of the things I need to do. So instead, I find my most activity is during the night. So what I'm working on here is my costume for my Dada performance group. It's a bunch of like-minded individuals who get together and create this type of ephemeral art, as it were. And this little guy, this is my alter ego, Pierre. Say hi, Pierre. Bonjour, Pierre. Bonjour. So I wear Pierre around town to help me get into the zone, as it were, for my performance group. Some call it method acting. I call it method acting. So I guess my group forgot our meeting tonight. That kind of sucks. I understand why people call me crazy. You know? I understand why they say the things about me that they have. But the funny thing about the world turning its back on you is that you no longer have to really worry about who's watching. You're free to do whatever. Something like that. I don't know.
try to